Now let us discuss percentages where the percentage values are different. Increasing by 10%, decreasing by 20%. Increasing by 10%, then increasing by 20%, then increasing by 40%. So whenever you get questions of that kind, how do we solve it? Now listen to me. When the salary of a person first increased by 10% and then decreased by 20%, what is the overall change in his salary? You don't have a shortcut for this, you have to do. But don't take it as X, take it as 100%. 100% was his salary. It increased by 10%, that is 10% of 100. It is equal to 10. It has become 110. Now I am decreasing it by 20% of 110. 10% of 110 is 11, 20% will be 22. So 110 minus 22 is equal to 88%. So the overall decrease in the salary is 12%. So it is decreasing by 12%. That is your answer. But I would like to tell you one thing. Remember this. Whenever you get a question of this kind, there are two things I have to tell you. The first thing is sequence. Sequence is not important. Sequence of calculation is not important. For example, if same 100, I first decrease it by 20%, minus 20%, that is 20% of 100, it becomes 80, then increase by 10%, 10% of 80, 10% of 80 is equal to 8, so I will increase it by 8 and it becomes 88%, the overall change will still be same 12%. So the first thing you need to understand, it could be 2 percentages, 3 percentages or 4 percentages. The sequence is not important, you need not restrict yourself to 10% and 20%, you can also calculate 20% and 10. When sequence is not important, the very important information here is first calculate difficult one and then easy one. Go for difficult, then easy, then your calculation will become easy. Suppose there is a question where the population of a country is first increasing by 10% and then decreasing by 13%. Then what is the overall change in the population of a country? I'll take 100 and I'll increase by 10%. That becomes 10% of 100 is 10. So plus 10, it becomes 110. Till here it's okay. Then I have to decrease it by 13%, but 13% should be calculated on 110, which is not easy for me. If I work hard and calculate, I'll get 10% as 11 and 1% is 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1 is 3.3. So 11 plus 3.3, I'll get it as 14.3. I have to subtract 14.3. So I'll be taking borrow and I'll say this is 7 and this will be 9 and this will be 5. And this I have borrowed again, so 0, so this will be 9 and this is 0, so it is 95.7. So overall change will be equal to 4.3% decrease. This is my answer. But if I do it in the other way, if I take difficult one first calculate 13% and then 10%, then my calculation will become lot simple. Observe this now, 100% minus 13% of 100, that is 13. So it will become 87. Now I will happily calculate 10% of 87, that is 8.7. So this is 7, this is 5 and this is 9. So overall change will be same 4.3% decrease. What exactly happens here is calculating any percentage on 100 is simple. Anything is simple on 100 and 10 is simple on anything. So why are you wasting 10 on 100? Why are you wasting simple one on 100? Use the difficult one on 100, complete it. Now anyways the number will change. Let the simple calculation be calculated on the difficult one. That becomes a very simple calculation. For example, suppose if I have 3 numbers 10, 20 and 30, I can first calculate 30, then I can calculate 20, then leave 10. Why are you wasting 10 on 100? Don't waste 10% calculation on 100 because sequence is not important. Prefer difficult to simple. So for any question you will be doing it in this way. Suppose say the price of an article is increased by 10%, then decreased by 20%, again increased by 30%. So what will be the overall change in the price of an article? So what I'll do is first I'll calculate 30%. I'll increase it by 30%, that is 30% of 100. I would say it is increasing by 30, so it has become 130. This is over. Now I'll decrease it by 20. If I decrease it by 20, I'll calculate 20% of 130. 20% of 130 is 26 because 10% is 13, 20% is 26. So I'll decrease it and I'll say 104. Then on 104, I'll calculate 10%. I'll increase 10% of 104. 10% of 104 is equal to 10.4. So it will become 114.4%. My overall change is increasing by 14.4%. So whenever there are different numbers given, this is how you will be doing it. There is one example in profit and loss. We'll also do it in profit and loss, but there is a concept called successive discounts. 3 successive discounts of 10, 40 and 20% is equal to single discount of how much percentage? So what you do is, you calculate first 40%, 100 minus 40%, because 40% of 100. 40% of 100 is 40, you will take 60. Then you will calculate 20%, you will deduct 20% of 60. 20% of 60 is 12, so it becomes 48. Then you will deduct 10% of 48 is 4.8. Then you will get it as 43.2%. 43.2% is the new value. So the overall decrease is equal to 56.8%. So this becomes your answer. So whenever they give you a successive discount concept, then you will prefer to go for a sequence difficult to simple. So every time a question is asked with 3 different percentage or 4 different percentages or 2 different percentages, you have to start with 100, end with a value. Whatever is the difference between these values, that will be your answer. The 2 things which I really wanted to tell you here is, the sequence is not important. Because the sequence is not important, you will prefer the sequence from difficult to simple. But one more thing here is, the terminology also loses its importance. When they give you a question where the length of a rectangle is increased by 10%, the breadth decreased by 20%. What is the overall change in the area? He is speaking about length and breadth. That is examiner's creation. You don't worry so much about it. You start with 100%, you either use 20% or 10%. It's all up to you to decide what to use. I will use 20%, I'll decrease 20% and say it is 80%. Then I'll increase 10%, 10% of 80, 10% of 80 is 8. So overall it has become 88%. So the change here is 12% decrease. You don't have to worry whether he's speaking about area or revenue or income. It could be anything. Your focus will be it is increasing and then decreasing. So you can decrease and increase or increase and decrease. You'll get the value. Whatever is the change is your change. Whenever there are questions with different terms, like say length increased by 10%, breadth decreased by 20% and height increased by 50%. What is the overall change in the volume of the cuboid? I'll directly say 100%. And for me 20% is difficult. So I'll decrease by 20%, that is 20% of 100, it becomes 80. Then I'll go for 50%, 50% of 80, 50% of 80 increasing. So I'll say 40 increasing, so it becomes 120, and then again it is increasing by 10%, 10% of 120, 10% of 120 is 12. So it becomes 132. The overall change will be equal to 32% increase in the volume. So volume increases by 32%. Every time you get a question of different percentages or different terms, then you will be doing it in this way. Suppose say there is a question, the owner of the shop decreased the prices of articles by 20%. So the sale increased by 40%. What is the overall change in the revenue? So I will take 100. I'll first increase by 40%. So 40% of 100, that is 40. I'll increase by 40, it becomes 140. I'll decrease 20%. 20% of 140, that is equal to 28. So decreasing 28, I'll get 112%. So overall change will become 12% increase. I don't think you should even use your pen and paper. Even without using that, the percentage calculation is very, very simple. If you get a question like say, the price of sugar has increased by 20%, so the family decreased the consumption of sugar by 10%. What is the overall change in the expenditure of the sugar? I need not know what is expenditure, what is price, what is consumption. It's all okay for me. He said the price of sugar increased by 20%, so the family decreased the consumption of it by 10%. So my calculation is very simple. I will go for 100%. And I'll increase it by 20%, it becomes 120%. From 120%, I have to decrease 10%. That 10% will be calculated on 120. 10% of 120 is 12. If it is decreasing by 12, it becomes 108. From 100, it has become 108. So the overall change in the expenditure of the family is 8% increase. Very, very simple. If I have to write and show it to you, he is speaking about expenditure. What is the change in expenditure? He said price is increased by 20%. And the consumption is decreased by 10%. he is asking us what is the change in the expenditure. So I'll start with 100, I'll increase by 20%, 20% of 100, that is equal to 20, and it becomes 120, I'll decrease it by 10%, 10% of 120, 10% of 120 is 12, so it becomes 108. So overall increase is 8%. So the overall increase in expenditure is 8% here. So remember very carefully, the terminology is not important. Thank you so much. I'm Krishna Chaitanya Reddy. I'll come up with a new video again.